Hi, I'm Kristen Davis, and I want to know, are you a Charlotte? Welcome back, everybody, to Are You a Charlotte? Part 2. Thanks for joining us. Here we go. You know what we're going to talk about? We're going to talk about,
we went to the archive for this one.
I know. Well, because I'm watching from the beginning, right?
Okay, great.
And we're only in the second season. So this is episode 213.
Yes.
So it's literally 1999. Wow. Take yourself back to 1999. Would you have seen this show in 1999, or was there some delay in terms of when you were watching Sex and the City?
I was 28. Mm-hmm. And I think still broke.
Oh.
So I didn't have cable.
Got it.
I was living on 108th Street in a little 6th floor walk up. So I hadn't seen it.
Wow.
No, I didn't
so you
see
saw
it till
sometime
later.
Yes. Okay, cool.
I binged later.
Okay.
Or if I was at a friend's house when in my 20s, I would go over their house.
Of course.
Yes.
Got it. So this particular episode is called Games People Play.
Yes.
And it is memorable for so many reasons and really enjoyable for so many reasons. And for me, because I know, right? Jon Bon Jovi. Oh my God. I mean, I remember when this was happening only because it was so bizarre, like the meeting of worlds.
And he was so good.
He's so good, right? Why didn't that man have an acting career?
No.
I mean,
it was so good.
And he's so simple.
I know.
But fascinating. And when we get to the end of his story, cutting,
gag.
Right?
I could feel the 1999 collective sigh.
So could I. Like, it really took me back. I mean, it really did. But yet he's so honest about it. That part didn't ring a bell. I didn't have any men in my life who I think were honest in 1999 about themselves and their shortcomings, right? But like, he's so just like lazy, I guess because he's in therapy. Which we'll get to in a minute. But I mean, it's so good. Anyway, the thing that is adorable about this episode, so many things, but it's written by Jenny Bix, who came later to be our executive producer and is incredible and make her own shows, and we love her very much. And it's directed by Michael Spiller, who had been our DP.
Wow.
And I think this is his first episode directing. Wow. And he always wanted to direct, and he was one of those DPs where he was really involved in a lot. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like had a lot of thoughts about blocking and whatever. You know, he was very involved, but he was very excited about directing, and I think he did a great job. Like it was
so good. And the window watching in Miranda's window, I didn't see it coming, right?
Really?
Like
you don't remember that? It's funny, right? It's funny.
It's so good.
It's really interesting. I didn't remember what happened either. I remember that she had to flash because any time where Cynthia has been naked, I always had a lot of anxiety because I knew she didn't care about anything. She has no fear, right? And I knew no one was protecting her on set. So I would always try to be like, should I come? Should I tell someone? You know, but it was all fine. Do you know what I mean? But I had anxiety based on previous scenes she'd done where people would put her in like positions I didn't think were like the best or whatever. Do you know what I mean? And I was like, why didn't someone protect Cynthia? You know, but because she didn't care. She has no fear or ego whatsoever, which of course is
You were so
amazing.
caring. I remember one time we were shooting and you were like, Nicole hasn't eaten, okay? She got here at 4:30 in the morning. And we've pushed lunch. I think someone can get her some grapes.
I know. I mean, honestly, sometimes they would push lunch for so long.
I know.
And we're trying to remember our lines, and it gets very hard. Very hard. I'm glad I spoke up for you.
Yes, many times.
I'm so glad, baby. I'm so glad. Okay, so we have the incredible Jon Bon Jovi in this episode, which is just even weird to say. I mean, I grew up on Bon Jovi. Like, they were inescapable and fundamental to like the 80s. Mm-hmm. It's crazy that Jon Bon Jovi was on our show. Oh my God. I'm still like, oh my God. Anyway, so the thing that I also find really funny and amazing about this particular episode, so this is when Big and Carrie have broken up in the episode before. And it begins with this really funny montage of Carrie just basically complaining about her and Big to all of us separately and then together, and talking about how now she can play her music and all these different things, but also it's kind of over the top. And when people complain about Carrie being narcissistic, which I don't believe at all, but it's so over the top that it's almost like they somehow knew that this complaint was going to be coming, 15 years later or whatever it is. Do you know what I mean?
Wow.
And also the funny thing is that people also say like that we never told her the truth. We totally tell her the truth in this episode.
Yes.
She just doesn't listen to it, which is how we all are with our friends, right?
I know.
It's so funny. So this to me, this is the episode that I'm going to get out and remind people of the next time people want to complain about Carrie.
Go to episode 213.
Exactly.
Call me
Games
later.
people play. Because, man, it's all here. It's all here. So it's a really funny scene where she's just like, you know, blah, 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 blah. And I just kept trying. And then we're all just looking at her like, oh, God. And then finally Miranda says, you know, maybe you should go to therapy, which is hysterical. I don't remember any of this. Some of these episodes I look back on, I remember nothing, which is weird. But, you know, it's like the middle of the night and everything. You know,
Yes.
I hadn't slept. I don't know. And also in this one, I think Charlotte doesn't have the storyline because back in the olden days when we were 22 minutes, there'd be A, B, C, D storyline, and D is very little, right?
Yes.
And so different
The
weeks
last
would
2.5 minutes, maybe. Yeah.
Exactly. Or just peppered through little
yeah.
group scenes or whatever. Whatever, I'll take that any day. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, side note, I digress. So it's a funny scene to me. And then this is also really funny because Charlotte mentions her parents, which we almost never hear about, right? As you know, it's like this kind of, you know, thing where we never really dealt with our families. So everyone's talking about how they feel about therapy. Miranda's trying to get Carrie to go. Carrie's like, I don't believe in therapy. And then Samantha's very funny, says, honey, we're all just as fucked up as you are. It's like the blind leading the blind, which I think is hysterical and so true. But isn't that what friends are for?
Right.
Right? To blindly be stumbling through life and life's challenges together. That's the point of friendship, I think, not to be like a therapist helping each other. You know what I mean? Then I say, Charlotte says that she doesn't believe in shrinks and that her family doesn't believe in shrinks, that we believe everything can be solved by physical exercise. And that's why they're all very good at tennis.
Not.
Isn't that funny?
That's so funny.
And then you and I played tennis together many, many years later.
That's right.
That was fun times.
That was fun.
Really fun. Then we have adorable Stanford, who basically says to Carrie that he has 3 therapists. And that one of them he just has because he's a really beautiful man that he wants to look at, which is really funny. So that's so adorable. And then, oh my God, then we say that Stanford wants to send Carrie to Dr. Greenfield, who is like a very desirable psychiatrist because Gwyneth Paltrow sees her because she suffers from high self-esteem.
Oh my goodness. Suffers from high self-esteem.
I think it's so funny. And
But I love the advice she gives Carrie.
Oh, it's good.
She says, maybe the problem is you.
I know.
Because you're the through line in all these bad relationships. And I didn't take it as a dig so much as more like and she explained it, you're picking these guys.
It's true, but you can see Carrie's very confused. She's like,
Yes.
these guys are playing games with me.
But they're all kind of playing the same game.
It's
so
true.
maybe, you know, it makes you think, am I attracted to this kind of, if you like drama, am I pulling this drama in? Am I getting neglected in a way that I constantly need it?
I know.
Or am I, you know, do I like jerks?
I know.
Are you right?
I hate these questions so much.
I know.
Being a single woman.
We got to
I
set
like
you
these questions. Do you, Nicole? I don't know. I don't know. You know, I really like, since I've been doing this show, obviously it gets discussed a fair amount and people talk to me about the apps and everything. I just can't do it. I mean, you might have been there when Sarah Jessica threatened to put me on the Raya. Were you there?
No.
Oh, I was like,
You should.
no.
Why?
Because first of all, I'm terrified.
I'm going to open a Raya
no,
account.
Nicole, no.
Yep, and I'm
Nicole,
going to
please.
answer as you.
No.
Yep, I think I'm an authority.
Please no. I want
3
to tell you why.
seasons in.
Please no. Please,
Yeah,
no. Please
that's
no.
30 episodes.
No, please no.
Plus 2 extra.
I'm really glad it was 30 episodes, and that's a nice round number. I hadn't counted up.
yes.
It's not enough, but at least it's a nice round number. The reason I don't want to be on Raya is 2 things. Number 1, Candace Bushnell came on the podcast, and we got a lot of info about Raya from Candace. She's very active on there. It's not a good picture that she drew for us.
Really?
Yeah. No. It's good for some people, meaning the men folk, not possibly so great for the women, from what I can gather.
Well, you know what about
you're
you,
younger.
though, is that a lot of people are covering their real personality. You don't cover your personality.
That's true.
You're
Nicole.
very authentic. And if you put yourself on that site, I feel like men would respond to what you really are.
Can I ask you a question, though, that relates to this episode that I did think about what you're saying while I watched this? So this is called Games People Play. And in the episode, there is discussion about the games that men and women play with each other, about dating and about once they're in a relationship, right? And I, Kristin, suck at the games. Like, I have no game. You know, when people are like, she got game, he got game, whatever.
Right.
No game, okay? No game. Not
but that's
even
what
now.
I think. You're very sincere. You're very transparent. You know where you stand on things.
That's why I cannot go on the app. Okay, I'm scared. I'm scared. I'm scared.
No, don't be scared.
But they're like, I don't know that they're nice. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Do you think they're nice?
Well, yeah. I mean, I think that men that would click. I don't even know how it works. But
you have to like them or
like
left
them. I just think with you, the guy that has the courage to reach out to you is already like 75% right.
You think?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then in the other 25, you'll find out right away.
But
I think that you're not going to get scragglers.
You don't think?
No, you're not going to get scragglers.
Well, you're giving me a little bit of hope.
No,
so praise be to Nicole.
You're the kind of person that someone's like, that's the one.
But then my question would be, well, are you thinking that I'm Charlotte?
No, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that when you listen to you speak, when you know, a 5-minute clip of you would tell people who you are, like how kind you are and funny you are and smart you are and real you are and hot you are. And, you know, I think someone would know what they're getting into.
You think?
Yeah.
All right. Maybe one day.
And you're really, really famous. So he has to come out the gate kind of confident. You're not going to get shy, Sheldon.
Oh my God. You're so funny. Thank you. That's so nice. Can I tell you my other concern, which I know you will relate to as your mom self? Since I've been doing this and different people have been talking to me about this, right? I've really contemplated it. Like, why am I not doing this? What is holding me back from doing this? And one of the things is I just don't really have time to date. Like, dating takes time. You have to leave the house, leave the children. Do you know what I mean? Spend time at a dinner with a person that you don't know.
It's 2 hours max.
But like, if
your kids are at home watching something that they don't watch when you're around. The nanny is letting them watch Squid Game.
No, stop that. No, they're not. But let me ask you this. And I know it's really hard to imagine because you have Boris, thank God. But like, you know, my kids are 7 and 14, right? They still really need me. I mean, especially the 7-year-old. Like, would you have been like, yeah, I'm going to go out and date?
I'm sure there's 2 hours where...
Oh, Nicole's not going to answer that question, you guys. Would you have?
Well, I mean, I've been married for 20 years, so I was like, you know, mommy and daddy are going out.
Yeah.
And maybe one time, the first time, it's like, but where?
Right.
And after that, they were like, bye.
Okay,
you know what I mean?
Okay.
But you have to also show your children that...
Oh, don't even start. I
I'm
know
sorry,
what you're going to say. Don't.
That
Please
you're
don't.
a full person and model for them that being social is safe and doing grown-up things is safe. Listen, if you keep playing this game of mommy doesn't leave the house, your kids are never leaving the house. You're going to have 27-year-olds living at your house.
First of all, I'd be fine with that.
Yeah, me too, secretly.
I love my children so much.
Yeah, but I like that I have adventurous souls.
Right.
I mean, Sophie is the partier, you know, but she likes to have the party at home.
Oh,
yeah,
nice.
Yeah, she like brings the people over.
That's nice. I think you probably have a really fun house.
No, I like to be like, my house is my sanctuary, but I have social kids and
which is good.
But it's good for me.
Right.
Yes.
Right, for sure. I mean, you know, mine are young, right? And I mean, I don't want to talk too much about them because of their privacy, et cetera. But like, you know, they're pretty social. It's going pretty well. They're probably more social than myself when I was young or now.
How about this? How about for a little pre-New Year's resolution? You don't have to go to a long dinner.
Okay.
From 7 to 9.
Okay.
Travesty.
Because then I would miss bedtime.
Then you would miss bedtime. How about breakfast?
How am I going to do that?
Well, the kids are in school.
Oh, you mean after they're in school? Okay.
You drop them off.
You don't mean when I wake up at 6.
No. Don't have a full meal.
That's good.
Have a little tea.
Little
I know
croissant.
you have a little croissant.
Love it.
Take the kids to school and have like an 8:30 breakfast.
Okay, I like that. I like that. You know what? I like that there's some parameters there. Do you know
And you
what I mean?
put that in the thing, only interested in croissant.
That's going to get a really interesting group of people who are going to respond to that. That's really interesting. All right, I'm going to mull that over. I'm going to take it to heart. I like your advice. I honor the fact that you're in a really successful, incredible partnership with an incredible person.
Yes.
So I take your advice to heart. Thank you, Nicole. And I really have been mulling it all over, partly because I think also for me, because of work, right? My time away from the kids was for work because obviously we film in New York. My kids live in LA. So either they were with me in the summer or I was separated from them and trying to fly back and forth. As you know, we were both in this mix for a while. So there wasn't an extra amount of time that I would go like, oh, now I'm going to be away from them to date. Bleh. You know what I'm saying? But now I theoretically don't have that. Theoretically, they tell me, right? So I should potentially come up with something else to do with my time, I guess. Is this making any sense? Do you like my little thinking plan?
I just think it's more self-protection and that I am here to encourage you as your friend off screen to let yourself live a little.
Okay. I'm going to try to let myself live, you guys.
I mean, I had a few old-fashioned things too, believe it or not, when I met Boris.
Right.
We were on a show and we were working together, so it was very professional.
Of course.
And when we finally admitted that we liked each other and he wanted to ask me out on a real date, I had very real concerns about being on the show, being at work. And so, but I also, when I was a kid, my mom, if a boy asked me out, he would wait on the sofa. She would talk to him.
Adorable.
And then I would come downstairs and we would go out.
Love it.
I wasn't even thinking, but he drags me for this moment. He'd asked me out on a date on our day off. It was clear that this was a date, that there was interest. And I rented a little apartment, but it was on the ground floor in a house. So he knocked on the door, and I opened the door and said, I'll be right out. You can have a seat. I had a little because it was just this weird response
oh my God.
Of proper, and I didn't know it was weird until he was like, excuse me? I was like, I'll be out in a second.
I think it's great.
And so
you're a lady.
I was a lady.
Yeah.
For 5 minutes. But I was a lady. No. We got to know each other. But I'm just saying, you can respect your boundaries and still live a little.
Okay, I think that's good. That's good. That's very balanced. That's very balanced advice. Thank you, Nicole. Okay. I appreciate it. Let's go back to the episode.
Yes.
Games people play.
Games people play.
Yes, games people play. Carrie goes to therapy. Can you believe it? I mean, once in the whole 30 years she went to therapy. And the guy, she meets Jon Bon Jovi in the waiting room, which of course then takes precedence to what this therapist is saying to her, which, as you said, is very appropriate advice, which is maybe she is the through line of all these seen problems in the other person, and that maybe she should look at herself, which is incredibly good advice, generally speaking, right? Like in all things. And then she tells us that she's been told that she's picking the wrong man, that she's a game player. And then Charlotte says you have to be a game player to deal with men. And then Miranda says it's delusional to play games. And then Carrie says it's the wrong guy's picking her. So we do some mental gymnastics there.
You're representing all the voices.
We are representing all the voices.
Yes.
All the voices. And I don't even know what to think. Then we go to this crazy sports bar, which I don't really remember at all. This is one of those ones where I'm like, I guess I was there. I don't remember this. We go to this sports bar because Samantha thinks we're going to meet the men's there. And we do. We meet some men. Of course, Samantha meets a man where everything is dependent. The sex life is dependent on whether the Knicks win, which is kind of hysterical. And that was the time when the Knicks were not winning. So then she gets very fed up because then he moves on to baseball and she's like, no, I can't deal with this. I am often struck when I look back at these early episodes with what Samantha puts up with. Right? Because Samantha's supposed to be like the most powerful one of us.
Right.
Yet she puts up with a lot, like
then
very
she doesn't.
sweetly. And then she doesn't. She gets to her
gets
wall.
through it,
And then there's no gray area, right? Like
Yeah.
whereas the rest of us might be trying to struggle through. She's like, no, I'm done, which I really appreciate. So then we're back. Jon Bon Jovi walks out of the door at the therapist. And I really thought for a second that he was playing himself. Because we've already said that Gwyneth goes to this therapist, right? And then I was like, wait, does he? I couldn't even remember. No, he's playing another character, but he's still himself. It's really distracting and strange. You know what I mean?
But he was so good.
So good.
Yeah.
And then once they go to have dinner together, I'm like, oh yeah, he's not Jon Bon Jovi. He's a character.
I wanted them to work.
Me too. And they look so good together. Jesus.
That Twister game?
Oh my God.
Oh
the
my
Twister
God.
game is just beyond. And Sarah Jessica's got those yellow shorts on.
I know.
It's excellent. I remember all of this in a vague way of like me being like so curious, but not wanting to go to the set because I would be like a looky-loo fan. Do you know what I mean? But I did meet him. He was lovely. It's just so real. You know, he's such like a regular guy, you know.
What was that like for you to be on to see those sets of those early years? Like, you know, Carrie's apartment has moved on, and like that Twister game, for example, was in that apartment.
To me, Carrie's apartment was always Carrie's apartment. I mean, we did redo it in, I guess, the second film. And I was like, this wallpaper's whacked. Like, I wanted to be its regular old dingy self. Do you know what I mean? Like, I never wanted any changes. Like, in my mind, Carrie's apartment is still this.
Oh,
Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't even care that Lizette lives there or whatever. Doesn't matter. Like, Carrie's apartment is still this in my mind.
Yes.
With that weird, loungy thing with that kind of crazy fabric on it that looks like it's from the 80s. You know what I'm saying? Like, and the sheets. I love that they have some beautiful shots of Sarah Jessica at nighttime. I think because our DP is directing, right? And her leg is out and her sheets, and it had like kind of dark swirls on the sheets. And, you know, we spent so much time in that apartment that apartment to me is just that apartment, and it lives on in my mind unchanged. You know, doesn't matter where she moves. And I did think this is a crazy thought because, as we all know, the Gramercy Park was a beautiful apartment. Side note, I just want to say that the small kitchen is historically accurate to everyone complaining about that. That is historically accurate, and probably the true kitchen of the house would have been on the bottom floor.
Right.
But that building has been separated, so there's, you know, the kitchens didn't always get to live on that were in the bottom floor unless you had someone restore the whole house.
And gut and do all those things and add walls.
Right. So that is 100% accurate. And I'm so annoyed with everyone talking about the blueprint of our apartments.
They live in other states.
It's true.
They don't know.
It just takes a Google search.
New Yorkers know it.
Totally.
Yeah.
Okay, great. I got that off my mind. Thank you. So I just want to talk in my mind. We've got Miranda. She sees a really cute guy across the way who's slightly undressed. She thinks he's looking at her.
I thought he was looking at her.
I thought he was looking at her too. She eventually flashes her breast. God love her. And then she sees him in the grocery store, and she plays hide and seek with him, which is the games people play. I do love the thematic, you know, continuation through this episode. And then he doesn't know who she is. And she's like, I live across the air shaft from you. And then he goes, oh, yeah, you live underneath the guy I'm flirting with or whatever. Flashing. I know. And she's mortified and runs away.
I was mortified listening to it. I was like, oh.
Me too. I was also shocked. I didn't remember that part at all.
Do you know what's a funny detail about that scene in the grocery store? What? It's the same grocery store that LTW calls
that you call me?
Charlotte and says,
oh my God.
Oh my God. Help me with this guy.
Did you know when you were filming that scene that it was the same?
No. And the counter space is set up the same way. Right where I have the conversation with you is the same grocery store.
That's so funny. I wonder if our locations people knew this.
Yes, I'm sure.
Oh, I love it so much.
Nice little secret throwback.
I love it so much. Okay, so then we're playing the Twister. The Twister is a dream of two incredibly attractive people.
I played Twister as a kid. I was like, I don't remember doing all that.
Me too. No, me neither. No, it took some.
I was like, hey, Boris, did you ever play Twister?
Did he?
No.
Not in Germany, huh?
No.
Oh, sad.
I might
get
have to
Germany
teach you.
Yeah. Oh, we played Twister a lot. Twister was like a high level
It was
game.
so sexy.
Very sexy because they're very sexy and very charming.
Yes.
But when they have sex and then it's afterwards and they're laying in the sheets and Carrie says, hey, why are you in therapy? And he very simply says, I'm really f***ed up with women. I lose interest right after I sleep with them. The gut punch.
The gut punch heard around the world.
I mean.
But I loved a man being that honest, though.
I know,
I
because
love
they
it.
never are.
Even if it's like a knife wound, at least you're knowing it early.
Absolutely. And you're not home wondering why they're not calling you, which is a really
Right.
evil thing to do, I
would
want to
say
say.
that. Yeah.
To
just
anyone
come out
listening.
with it. I've got mommy issues.
Yeah, ghosting
like
is not good. Just
talking on the phone.
confess.
Yeah.
Confess your issue. It's much
Right
better.
from jump. Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Right? I mean, it wasn't exactly from jump because they've already slept together.
Yeah, there was a little curly. There was a little curly. Well, she didn't ask him until after they
That's
slept.
so true.
I would have asked them right away.
I know. I was surprised, but I think she doesn't want him to ask her.
Oh.
Right? Because
Yeah,
if you
that's-
ask, then
yes,
they're going to
they're gonna
ask
have to-
you, and you're going to
right.
have to say, she doesn't want to say, I picked the wrong men, which
Right.
is what she says to him before
But
she
this
rolls
is why
over.
when you have your coffee and croissant date after the drop off,
Yes, before I call you.
you can just have a couple of questions and know.
What should the questions be, Nicole?
What issues have you had with women?
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
What are the top 3 things that aren't healed in you?
What?
Small or big?
You guys, Nicole wants me to go to the depth over a croissant.
Yeah.
Wow.
Got to get back home and make sure you're home for the kids.
You're so right.
Let me know
Okay,
now.
what else?
And how do you feel about your own future?
Ooh, that's a good one. I think I would start with that one. I feel like that one's better, easier.
Well,
to
I
warm
think you
up.
would give him the cupcake at the end about your future, because the first 2 feel like he's going to feel judged, but you
Okay.
got to get the information.
Okay.
And the third one is more about, I'm actually interested in you.
Okay. Do I want to reserve the third question for whatever the answers might be? Meaning I might want to hear the answers to the first 2 before I give the cupcake of the potential future?
Well, I
See what
think
I'm
you can't
saying?
leave a person broken and exposed. So if he, actually,
This is the best advice, you guys. Oh my God.
if he tells you about what his
If he
mommy
tells you
issues
what I
or-
feel like
yes,
is an honest answer.
Yes, and it's both of you are a little shocked that it's coming out this soon over coffee at 8:30 in the morning. You also want to make sure that you are interested in the joy people want for themselves.
Yes.
Because say you're attracted to someone, he's like, I want to just surf in Bermuda. Then you know that gives him happiness, but you're not an ocean person. You know what I mean? But you're interested in what brings that person joy, not what just breaks them.
For sure.
And I think you leave a person happy that they're honest, but also that you've reconnected them to find words.
to joy, to their
Yeah.
own joy.
Yes.
That's so nice, Nicole.
I'm here for you.
Oh my gosh. You should be a matchmaker. I just watched that movie last night. With Dakota Johnson. Did you see The Materialist?
Yes, it's so good.
So good.
So good.
Oh my God. Anyway, sorry, I digress. So, I mean, look, we just covered the episode. It's very
love
exciting
it.
because to me,
They're timeless.
I know, so timeless and so completely still relevant, all the questions.
And you know what? You're like a blossoming mom, businesswoman, podcaster. And everyone, remember in Paris, everyone was like, so how does it feel to be a woman in your 50s? So how does it feel? Da, 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 da.
Yes.
And this is now a new iteration of the show about being older. And I'm like, you're like 20 on the inside. Like, I don't even know what I'm going to say on a date. Like, that's season 1.
That's so true. Do you remember that time we were in the limo with all of your fake children and all of my fake children
Yes.
for quite some time? And one of the children, I'm not going to say who, decided to try to explain to you how to take a selfie. Do you remember this? And I was like, do not tell Nicole how to take a selfie. She knows. She knows how to take a selfie. And they were like, put the camera down low. Do you remember this?
No.
Oh my God, you're so funny. And I was like, listen, ladies, you do not put the camera down low, okay? I am old. And you're like, don't say that. Do you remember that you would always say to me, don't say. Yes. And I was like, no, but Nicole, I am owning it. I'm just saying to these children, because they are young, right?
Yes.
Our fake children, especially this might have been first season.
Yes.
They were very young. And like to me, saying I'm old, I feel like, well, I'm owning my life experience. I have had a lot of it, right?
Yeah.
But I now see it's also like your brain is also hearing you say that. And is that the best way to put it?
Right.
Right. Which is
You know
what
how
you were saying.
I say it?
Tell me.
I say I'm grown.
Oh, that's nice.
I'm grown.
That's good. That's good. That's good.
That means
like, I don't
I've been
have
in
time
the
for
soil
nonsense.
and the seed has broken and the
Right.
flower has blossomed.
And we're not going to mess around with nonsense.
No.
That's good.
But I will still
Gonna
wear
take
high
that,
heels
baby.
with you any
fucking day. You bring out the cursing in me. It's so interesting. Freedom. I feel freedom when I'm with Nicole. You beautiful thing.
You gorgeous
So
thing.
happy I got to see you.
I know.
I was so scared you wouldn't want to come on, that it would be too fresh, but I really appreciate it.
It's fresh, but seeing you heals the wound.
I know, it feels better, doesn't it? Being together.
It does.
I know. We need to plan something for the 5 of us.
Yeah.
Wouldn't that be nice?
And when I'm LA,
yeah.
I'll have 8:30 breakfast with you.
Oh, great. Amazing.
You can rehearse.
Let's do it. Oh my God, I can practice.
You can practice. I'll be the guy. I'll wear
great.
guy clothes.
You could do it.
Yes.
Okay, great.
I'll
Or you could be a very, very attractive woman I'm trying to hit on.
And with that, we'll see you next week.
Wait.
On Are You a Charlotte?
Nicole, are you a Charlotte?
I'm a Charlotte's bestie.
You, of all people, get to say that. Okay, but if you didn't have that option and you had to say one of the original 4, what would you say?
I am Charlotte on the inside.
Yes.
And Carrie on the outside.
Love it. Yes, I think that's true.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel very Charlotte-y from you, in terms of like your day. Your day is about your children and arranging things for them, making everything wonderful for them and for Boris. Like you're so committed, to your family and making their lives wonderful, which is so Charlotte, right? And your dogs. Like you have a lot of Charlotte life. Mm-hmm. Like your life looks like hers in a lot of ways, but you're also like a career woman. You've got it all, right? But then I also think just your presentation is kind of like thoughtful and Carrie-esque in terms of like questions and listening to people and,
pondering life.
Yes. With your beautiful eyes.
And wearing purple shoes.
Totally.
Yes.
Yes. Thank you so much.
Thank you, honey. I love you.
You're a wonderful guest.